He is in the building. Top 10 gaming podcast in New York City. My good friend, none other than the man himself. Y es la línea para abajo. Because Stone Cold DC. My boy Larry's in the house. Let's go!
That's my white guy dance.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Comedy Confession. It is hot in New York City. It is hot in New York City. We are here live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We have an amazing guest, my brother from another mother. Okay, and I'm going to always say this, okay, because people need to know. People need to know.
The world knows.
Top 10.
Yeah.
Gaming podcast, New York City. Hold on. You know, I gotta set it right. I gotta set it right. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. This is, you know what I mean?
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
My friend Larry from Retro Gamers Podcast. How you been, man? How you doing?
God, Felix, I've never had an introduction like this before. I've been podcasting for so long, and I'm just like, hello, and welcome to my new podcast. This is a party.
Hell yeah, man.
And
That's
I'm
what we
excited
do here.
for
This
it.
is Comedy Confession. Man, it's been a long time, man. I know I tried to get you here so many times that I know I had to set it up. You know what I'm saying? I had to set it up nice. I didn't know, and you know everything. You learn, and then I had to call.
You learn on the fly. That's the best way. Look, man. I'm self-taught, and that's the best way I feel is self-taught. But, you know, timing is everything. This is just the right time. You've been on my show a couple of times, which I love, and I'm just very happy, finally, to be on your show. And I can't even imagine what we're going to be discussing today, but it's going to be a good time.
Thank you so much, man. It's going to be amazing, man. So let me just start with the shout-outs as I always do. We got Cooking World Daughter, Kiss All Artists, Agent Bemel, DJ Def One. We got Custom Village. We got Ivy House Studios. We have BMF Goddess Splash 357. And the one and only. Give me a goddamn million. Retro Gamers Podcast. Ring Crew Goddamn Podcast.
Oh, hell yeah.
Give me a goddamn million.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, guys, and we get an energy. It's hot in New York City, ladies and gentlemen. It happens. Okay, we are sweating here.
It's hot. So, it is wicked, man. You can fry an egg outside. It is
no joke, man.
Terrible.
We're in Arizona. This is like Arizona weather right now.
That'd be a dry heat. I one time was in Las Vegas, and it was literally 114 degrees out, but it was that dry heat, which it doesn't matter. It's still $114, but at least I wasn't sweating as much as I would normally profusely, as you'll probably see as we go along.
This is literally sweat. Like this is Patrick Ewing practicing.
This
This is practice Ewing right now.
This is really me on the stand trying to testify. I'm like, oh, okay, we're good.
For real, we got to stay hydrated. I'm about to go get me a water once we take this little break in a little bit.
Yeah, man.
But let's let the people know, man, if they don't already know who you are and where you're from, and you know who you are, where you're from.
So basically, Larry from New York. Thank you very much. Yes. I was, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Moved out. Yeah, man, Brooklyn. Trust me, I'd move back if I could. I love Brooklyn. It's funny, when on my normal 9 to 5, when I'm on the phone, every once in a while, someone will just go, "Let me guess, you're from Brooklyn, or you're from, the city." Like, how'd you know? As years go on, though, because now I've moved to Long Island for the last about 10 or 11 years, I'm starting to lose that Brooklyn accent, so I'm a little upset at that. So I got to do something about that. I got to work on it. Again, New Yorker through and through. Felix, my gosh, we met each other how long ago?
Yeah, man, long time. I mean,
long time ago.
We go back almost 20 years, almost. Man.
I'm going to say, yeah.
Like 15 to about 15, 16. We're almost there.
Just about.
Yeah.
And basically, the last 6 years or so of my life, a little more maybe, I've discovered podcasting. And that's basically my passion now, my love.
Yes.
At one point, I had way too many shows going on, so I had to back it off. But right now, I have the one that's going on. It drops every Tuesday wherever you listen to podcasts, and the video is on YouTube every Tuesday. The Retro Gamers Podcast.
Hell yes.
On the bottom of the screen, just do a search for Retro Gamers Podcast. Funny enough, it is one clown and one Italian who's talking about video games, so it works out real well.
Speaking of Anthony,
yes, my co-host.
He is here in spirit, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
He is here in spirit, man, because I watched your episode 292, and
Commodore 64.
Huh?
Commodore 64.
Yes, yep. Commodore 64. Now that was a little before my time, but it was beautiful how you guys were presenting it. I love you. You know, I'm a regular. But when it comes to these three things, okay, that he mentioned, I literally felt the same experience what he was talking about. Okay, so we're gonna start with the fractured butthole.
Oh, South Park.
Okay,
yes.
South Park, the fractured butthole. Then we have also the stick of truth.
Yep, the first game in the series.
All right, that's literally one of the craziest experiences ever.
Yep.
Spoiler alert! I gotta say it's Comedy Confessions. Okay, it's Comedy Confessions. You fight Kim Kardashian's abortion. Okay, abortion baby. That's all I'm saying. That was the craziest shit I've ever seen.
And it's funny, we got to go back because at one point, not 292, but a different episode, we were talking about it. He was telling me there was another. I think you take on Morgan Freeman in one of the games. Yes. And I told him that's still not, to me, the wackiest end game villain in a video game. So we might talk about that one day down the road. I know one that is so weird.
I gotta hear that.
I can drop it here, and then, so we can talk about it later. Will I give you a scoop? Do you want me to give you a scoop? Oh, my gosh. Look at this.
Hell yeah. But this is the third one. This is the third one. And this one I hold dear to my heart because my brother had the Gateway 2000. So I'm the younger one, and I was watching Pam and Tommy. Right? I don't know if you've seen that.
Originally or the Hulu?
No, the movie. The Hulu,
yeah.
The Hulu series. And what's crazy about it is that's exactly, I love authenticity when it comes to movies. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's exactly how it was. With the dial, and they didn't know, and it was serious, right?
Oh, yeah.
So my brother had it, and, as soon as he got it, he didn't let me touch it. He was like one of those. He's one of those. But I got, I did a little, before when he was leaving. So he took it, unfortunately, to Binghamton because he went to Binghamton. Mm-hmm. But this game Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh, you're another one. Okay.
This was it. I had to dig it up because I
Oh
felt
my
exactly.
gosh.
I felt
Yes.
exactly what he was saying.
Wow.
When you throw, listen, I used to make roller coasters that made people throw up. You have to literally hire 20 million maintenance men. You know, at one point, it gets crazy. It gets crazy.
The simulations back then, games that they were just people. They weren't trying to make money. They were just trying to make crazy things. How far can we launch this roller coaster?
Yes. It was crazy, and I went in that game, so I was like, I felt him when he said that. So
that's awesome.
He's here, man. He's here with us. You know,
he is.
He's here with us.
I mean, he's not dead.
He's here. He's here.
But that's awesome.
Hell yeah! So
I gotta play the Fractured Butthole, but that'll be for another time.
You never played Fractured Butthole?
Honestly, I didn't. I played Stick of Truth for a little while. And I've talked about it on the show. I'm not a big role-playing game fan.
Yeah.
And especially Stick of Truth was an RPG. I mean, so is Fractured Butthole.
Yes, it was literally one of the best, man.
Oh, don't get me wrong, totally. It just I wasn't into it then, but I might now go back because I've been playing a lot, like genres I've never really played before. So like Metroids and these Castlevania, like later Castlevania games, like on the Game Boy Advance and stuff. So I'm even currently going through Symphony of the Night on the PlayStation. Well,
that's one of my favorite Castlevania. I mean, it is literally the best one.
Ever. It is the best one, in my opinion. Yes,
ever.
Yep.
You know. So let's get into it, man. I got a couple questions for you, as you know, that we're gonna get into. What the first one is. Mm-hmm. What is your earliest gaming? Obviously, we're doing games.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
We're doing. Obviously, we're doing games, and we're gonna dabble into a little wrestling, and also I have a little trivia game for you and for the audience, for you guys to tune in. We are live, like I said, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. You can chat. You can call in. Lines are open 347-943-0466. And if you have any questions for Larry and myself, we are here for you. Okay? We are here for you. Look, I keep hitting it because I'm so excited. All right, so here we go. What is your earliest gaming experience?
So I vividly remember Atari, like going back to the Atari. Now I want to say maybe it was the 5600, maybe the 78. I don't think it was the 2600, which was the first one, but I do remember like going to my dad's boss's house, like not even my friend's house because I was little, and like his kid had an Atari. I was like, what is this? And like Pitfall is like the earliest thing I remember on the Atari. That's why I'm thinking it might be a 52. Okay. I mean a 56. And then later on, for Christmas, getting an NES, which just changed my world.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the
Hell
NES.
Yeah, we gotta give something for NES. We gotta do it for the
I'm never gonna get used to that.
Hell yeah, we gotta do it for the NES.
Oh, the NES was. I mean, the NES. And if anyone ever calls it a NES, just walk away from them. They don't deserve your time. But the NES basically brought video games back into the homes. It ended the crash, if you will, the video game crash. That famous epic crash. And
E.T., man.
What was that?
E.T.
Oh my gosh, E.T. Please don't even get me started. I mean, I own a copy.
He went home for real.
He did. He was done. He had his Reese's Pieces and he left.
Yes, he went home for real.
That was it.
But go ahead, man. No,
I'm just again, when I finally got the Nintendo, and obviously Super Mario Brothers, Excite Bike, all these early games with the light gun, Duck Hunt, Gyromite, even Rob the Robot, having the thing.
Yes.
That's and growing up as an only child. And I don't say this in a bad way, but, I didn't have, nothing was ever a two-player game. So I got to enjoy all of it.
Yeah,
this
is what you call concentration.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
And, that was just what got the ball rolling with, my love of video games.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. That's kind of like how I started too, man. You gotta give it, that's kind of how I started too, man. When it comes to video games, and Nintendo, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're like I said, you were Pitfall.
That was probably my earliest memories. Pitfall. I think so,
man. That's awesome.
Even before arcade games.
Even before arcade games?
Probably, because again, I was like 5, maybe 6. So I wasn't really going out, and plus, if I went to one, I wasn't really, I'd have to like look up to get there. So that's why I'm thinking definitely Pitfall's an amazing game.
Yeah, amazing. You know what's so crazy? Speaking of Pitfall, I was playing Marvel Alliance.
Okay.
And you can play an arcade in the Marvel Alliance that is Pitfall. Like you're like actually Wolverine or whoever your character is, and you're playing Pitfall in the Marvel Alliance. I was like, honestly, what? Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I did not know that. That's the second interesting fact I learned this week. You know, there's a 2-player game in Super Punch-Out.
I heard about this.
It was just
in the second one, in the second Super Punch-Out
for the Super Nintendo. Yeah,
Super Nintendo. I heard about this. And you can play as Glass Joe or something like that?
You play as anyone, and it's a 2-player. So you have the one person is, the character, the main character, Little Mac, and then you got the other player is the other guy.
That's a must play.
I got to try that now.
I'm about to try that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, seriously. Like, I'm about to today. It's about to happen. All right, so that's awesome, man. So we're going to keep going with this. What is the hardest game you've ever played?
Oh my gosh. I mean, see, that's a tough question because it almost dips into like genres. Exactly. Flight Simulator, forget about it. I won't even try it anymore. But probably, one of the hardest games I remember when I was little, but ended up being one of my favorite games of all time. Where when I finally got to the end, when I finally beat it, was Contra. The original Contra.
Up, down, left, right, VA star.
That's how I eventually beat it the first time. I've since beat it normally without the code. But I just remember just playing that game over and over and over and over. And just the satisfaction. And that being the very first game I've ever beaten. Just having that overwhelming joy. Other than that, the Castlevania games, I gotta say, always give me a hard time.
Yeah, no, all of them.
And I'm talking,
especially the Medusa heads, man. Come on, man.
Don't even get me started on those. In Symphony of the Night, that's the nightmare I've been going through. But even the side scroll, I refuse to even acknowledge Castlevania 2. But 1, 3, and 4. What happened?
It had like an RPG element, didn't it?
It did. It had a weird element, but the problem was it would switch from day to night often. But when it did, it was so slow. It was mind-numbingly slow. So, but 1, 3, and 4, I enjoy. I've never beaten any of them. I would love to. And 3 is my favorite of those. Which 3 is also the game that the Netflix series was based on. Castlevania 3 with Trevor.
That was one of my favorite animes too, man.
Yeah, it was wild. It got weird in the 3rd season, but the first 2 seasons rocked.
Unbelievable. The first 3 episodes, I was like, what is this?
What is
this? You know what I mean? It was like
phenomenal.
That's how I kind of feel about Baki. I don't know if you watch Baki.
No, that I don't watch.
Yeah, I'm going to make a whole episode about Baki. Because, I have to literally, it's that serious. Because they take iconic historical figures in American history, right? And they put them in a fighting thing. It's crazy how they they change it. They have, spoiler alert, they have Che Guevara.
Yeah.
They have Che Guevara, they have Mike Tyson. It's crazy. It was I don't want to keep going with it, but guys, check out Baki. I'm definitely got to do something for Baki. I have to.
Better look out for that.
You know what I'm saying? I have to. All right, so let's get back into it. Now we're going to switch it up a little bit. Oh, no, wait. I have one more very important question that I feel like the audience has to know. How did retro gamers become? How did retro gamers first Like how? Like, you know?
So basically, it just started with me first. I was just doing my show. But way back when it was called More of the Same. Very
More the
punny, if you know my last name.
That's
And
awesome. Hell yeah.
and so I was doing episodes. I was doing like 15-minute episodes because it was like free at the time for the site I was using. And I'd bring some of my friends on every now and again. And I remember the first time I recorded with Anthony, the co-host of the Retro Gamers podcast currently, Anthony Rippo. He was living in upstate, kind of about 2.5 hours away, probably from the city. Kind of. I don't know if you've ever been upstate for the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Up there in Tuxedo, New York.
Tuxedo, yeah, he wasn't. Okay.
He wasn't far from that. So
is that
we
near
go
Newburgh?
up.
Is that near Newburgh?
I don't remember exactly what was near around it. Okay. Don't get me wrong. But I'd go up a couple times to visit him. We did the Renaissance Fair. We did some other things. This is when he was working for a prominent entertainment company that also does sports. And so we'd hang out and we would do the podcast. Actually, we did a Renaissance. We did a podcast about the Renaissance first. So did that, whatever it was. I had bought, which I don't have I got to hang it up since I moved. I had bought a Zelda shield from the Renaissance Festival. So it was awesome. Like legit metal. Yeah, legit metal, 2 swords that go into it. Thing's beautiful. So
how many pounds is it?
What, say that again?
How many pounds is it?
Oh,
it has to be crazy heavy.
It's not that heavy. It's about yay big. So, but it's not heavy. But they did a good job.
It's like, I got you.
Trust me, I would have walked out with a full suit of armor if I had.
Yeah, hell yeah, you got to. You got to.
So basically, just to speed up the story, we did that podcast, and which mentioned some video game aspect. And then I went and visited him another time, and where we talked more about video games. And then finally, he was kind of like, "Hey," it was kind of his idea. Do you want to do this regularly? I'm like, yeah, we can do that. And then that's how it was born. It started with, awesome, trust me, man. If you ever listen to our early episodes, I mean, they're terrible in quality and quantity. But
man, that's the beauty of it.
I love that.
It's the journey, you know what I'm saying? Yep. That's what it's all about, man.
Absolutely. And, it's just 2 friends, literally the podcast, and I tell everyone this, the Retro Gamers podcast is 2 friends reminiscing about the days of yesteryear. And we're not going to shock you with, our knowledge. Trust me, we get a lot of things wrong. We forget a lot of things. But it's just the love and the passion we had for these games to talk about like our history and our favorite memories with these games, especially since me and Anthony have known each other since high school.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, for like over 25 years.
That's
and
awesome.
A lot of the experiences we had together. So that's what I love about the podcast. And if I can just stay on my soapbox for a couple more seconds, a lot of the podcasts that I listen to, I'm never crazy about a podcast where like the host or the hosts come off as like them being the end all be all to whatever that knowledge is.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're in the industry or not. If I don't hear just passion in your voice, other than just spitting out facts or whatever. And we spit out facts every now and again. But then we talk about what we remember and what we love. And that's what I love about the podcast. You can listen to it and you feel like you're part of the conversation.
That's amazing, man.
So.
Yeah.
Little meanie.
Yeah, no, listen, man. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about, man. And the fact that you guys have that experience and keep going, man, and are the top 10 best retro gaming podcasts in the city. You gotta pop the collar. You gotta pop the collar for that.
Shocked me.
You've been here 5+ years, man. You deserve everything, man.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? You put it in the work. That's what it's all about, man. So
thank you very much.
You guys better fucking. You better go follow.
Do it.
Better go follow, man. All right, so listen, man. We're gonna that story was amazing. We're gonna switch it up into the wrestling.
Oh.
Okay, hold
Are we?
on. We're gonna get into the wrestling.
Really? Are you prepared?
Oh, we're prepared. Hold on. We dropping dimes. We dropping dimes. All right, that's what we doing right now. Hold on. We gotta give him the. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give him that dough. Okay. So with the wrestling here. There's just a couple questions. We're not gonna get too into it because we're gonna get into the other thing that I told you about, the little trivia game. But we're gonna start with some basics. We're gonna start with who's your favorite wrestler? And before you answer that, just want to let everybody know we are diehards in here.
Yes.
Okay, we are diehards in here. Obviously, I'm from the old school era. We are from the old school era. We prefer the old school era, but now we will see what happening. We'll see what's gonna happen. You know, with Vince gone and everything. We're gonna get into it right now.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay, trust me.
I know. I see it.
Another podcast I do periodically is the Ring Crew podcast.
Hell yeah!
It's very periodic.
Hell yeah!
We talk about wrestling.
Hell yeah! Now that's why I had to bring this up.
Yes, man.
That's why I had to bring this up. All right, so what's your favorite wrestler?
So my favorite and it's going to be a tie. It's like 1 and 1A.
Okay.
Growing up, Hulk Hogan. I mean,
you have to.
End all be all. Hulk Hogan.
The GOAT, man.
He really is. I mean, you can say what you want. The man put wrestling on the map.
I wish I could play his music right now.
Oh my gosh! We don't want to get. Don't get the hit. Don't get the hit.
Yeah, we're going when it comes dancing down. You know we're going in.
And it hurts inside. Ah.
You know?
So Hulk Hogan definitely 1, and then 1A absolutely. You can call him Lionheart. You can call him the Painmaker. You can call him the Wizard. Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho
is absolutely the best at what he does.
Okay, man. I hear that, man. I hear that.
Yeah, he was one of... No, not Scott Steiner. Not Scott Steiner. But... But, you know, Jericho was like one of the 2 guys that I enjoyed from the original WCW. Him and Page, DDP. So...
that's my favorite WCW.
Yeah, so... When they made their way over finally to WWE, actually, today, this is the 23rd anniversary of Chris Jericho debuting on Raw.
Well, damn, man. You see, that's making me feel old, though, man.
Oh, hey, no doubt about it.
That makes me feel like this, man. It makes me feel...
just old.
Right, 23. I'm like, damn, man. You know, that's what it makes me feel. That's what it makes me feel like, man.
We're there. Unfortunately, we're there.
We are there. All right. So you got Hogan and Chris Jericho as the tie.
Yep.
All right. That's what's up. So we have that out there. Now we have this is one of my favorite topics when it comes to wrestling, hands down. Larry. Oh, what's your favorite manager?
Oof.
Oh.
Oof.
What's your favorite manager?
First one comes to mind is Bobby the Brain Heenan.
The Heenan.
Absolutely.
Oh, rest in peace, man.
The Weasel. I mean, what he did, and like, you know, back in the day when I was watching, and, you know, kayfabe was real.
Yes.
And you know, how he turned Andre the Giant, how, you know, the Heenan family, that stable that he had, and how just weaselly he was as a manager. Obviously, he went on to do other things amazing as, like, you know, the commentator and everything like that. But, well, broadcast journalist, as he called himself. But yeah, definitely Bobby Heenan for me, number 1 of all. Yep.
All right. So for me, Larry, I gotta go. I gotta go with Slick, man.
Real, the Doctor style.
Daddy. Let me tell you what we do over here. Me and Big Kamala over here, or whoever. You know,
well, Kamala, he managed Kamala, but that's when Slick was Reverend Slick.
Was he? Oh man,
You're thinking of Akeem.
Akeem, there we go.
The African
That's
Dream.
Yeah, let me tell you something, Cat Daddy. That was was it for me. Once I seen him, I was like,
the former one-man gang.
That's it, man.
And if you ever go back and you watch the vignette of him turning into Akeem,
oh my
God.
God.
I mean, you would not be able to get away with that nowadays. But from deepest, darkest Africa, he was billed. Oh my God!
Let me tell you something, Cat Daddy. That's what it. Yeah, that's what he was. Slick was wilding.
The best moment I remember of Slick was WrestleMania 3 when he came out and he got beat up by Tito Santana. And Santana like stripped him of his clothes and that ripped his garments and everything.
Oh man,
I think
he Virgiled him. They Virgiled him.
Basically, yeah. And I think it was during the Butch Reed Coco Beware match at WrestleMania 3, and then he had to come out for the Volkov Iron Sheik tag match, and he was still in the tattered clothes.
Oh my God,
still all beat up and everything. And then I think he got beat up again by Hacksaw.
Oh man, yo,
but Slick man.
Slick man.
Yep.
Slick was for me. I just love how he talked. That was like the best. It's just the way he talked.
Brother.
So let me tell you something, brother.
I would like to say he's the first manager with his own theme song.
Yeah, and it was official too.
Jive Soul Bro.
Crooked World Order, shout out to Crooked. He put me on to that song. He was like, well, we hung out. He was like, you didn't know the Slick had a song? I was like, nah. He sent me the thing. I was like, what?
Oh, that song's phenomenal.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like it could have rivaled Party on the Time, Party on the Time. It could have rivaled it.
I think so.
At that time, what? Slick was the truth. Slick was the truth. All right, so then we got your favorite belt.
Ooh, my favorite design or my favorite belt that I own? Ooh.
The favorite belt.
So my favorite designed title will be okay. Let's just for 1 second here. All right. Stone Cold. Okay.
I'm gonna be, where Saturday. But we're gonna talk about that later.
But all you do is talk trash, Dominican Stone Cold. If I'm allowed to say that, I don't know if I'm allowed to. But I see that belt that you wear. But the thing is, I walk around with grace. I walk around with style. And I walk around with the sweet Charlotte, 10 pounds of gold, right there.
Okay.
This is my favorite belt that I own.
Yo, that's fly.
The NWA World Championship.
I gotta put the hold on. I gotta do it justice. I gotta do it. Oh yeah.
I've been waiting to own this one for a very long time. This is an official replica of the NWA title.
No, that's ridiculous, bro. That's amazing.
Yeah.
No, it's on. You know what's one of my favorite belts that you have that a lot of people probably overlooked? I definitely think, like, looking at it now, I'm like, oh, wow. I can't believe
Uh-oh. We got things happening.
They're coming. So, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. So,
we're live now.
They coming. They are coming. No, but one of my favorite belts that you had ever is the Daniel Bryan bamboo belt.
Yeah.
The what?
Yep. The E. I get it, but it's packed away right now. Eco-friendly championship.
That belt was amazing. Like looking at it, it's crafted. I'm talking about the crafting.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It was such a genius idea for the gimmick.
Yes.
It worked. Sometimes I'm not a fan of when they change belts just for the wrestler, but like it worked with Austin, right? I don't think it would have worked with The Rock if they ever did that belt that they always hinted at. I don't think that would have worked.
No.
But worked with Rock, and that eco-friendly title worked with Daniel Bryan. But at least they kept it with Daniel Bryan. The spinner belt worked for Cena, but then they kept it for 8 years, which was weird. But my personal favorite, I mean, the NWA World Title, I love. Just because of the craftsmanship, the quality, it's top notch. But my favorite design of all time is the winged eagle belt.
Yes.
The one that Hogan wore, the one that debuted at WrestleMania 4.
Yes.
So Savage was the first holder of it. And I have a Winged Eagle title signed by Hulk Hogan. I met him, and I got the sign. Yeah, that was awesome. So, a lot of the cool looking belts, but definitely those two are my favorite, respectively.
Hogan?
I met Hogan
the
twice.
Belt?
Yeah, I met Hogan. He signed the belt. And then I met him again at like Comic-Con to do like a pose or whatever. But yeah, I've never been more intimidated, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Mm-hmm. Like just meeting and they say never meet your idols, but I met mine, and the man is huge, like just physically huge. And I remember I was a nervous wreck, and I was in my 20s, and I'm a nervous wreck. And I remember like my dad was with me, and my father, big dude, a man's man, Vietnam veteran, nothing scares him.
Hell yeah.
Nothing scares him. And when he met Hulk Hogan, he was like, "Sir, nice to meet you." Even he was a little, flustered. And this is a man who went up to Mike Tyson and started like broing down with Mike Tyson or something like that.
What?
Like, my father. We meet Tyson at one of the WrestleManias that we went to. Tyson was just doing photos, and I go up. I take a picture with Tyson. I step down because it was one at a time. So my dad goes up. And all of a sudden, I can't hear what they're talking about, but all of a sudden, Tyson's jumping up and down, patting my father on the back, screaming something. I'm like, what are you doing? And my dad goes, I just went up to him and said, hey, me and you have something in common. We were both born and raised in Bed-Stuy, because my dad was born and raised in Bedford-Stuyvesant back in the day.
Oh, yeah, what?
And Tyson starts screaming, Bed-Stuy, do or die, and probably said another word that I'm not allowed to say. And was just like, yeah, man, like hugging my father and everything. It was hysterical.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So.
Live for Bedford-Stuyvesant, the
basically.
loudest one. Hell yeah. What?
Oh, man. That was a good time.
Sick, man. That's sick, man. That's Shout out to Pops, man.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Pops, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dad, man. For real, man. For real. Oh, that's an amazing story, ladies and gentlemen. Are you not entertained?
Oh, I'm entertained. And everyone was entertained.
Right? All right, so we're going to end it with the managers, the belt, blah, blah, blah. So now we're gonna get into the trivia game.
Oh, I'm scared. Okay. I really am nervous. Okay.
To the goddamn trivia game. And I'm telling you right now, you're gonna love it. Hold on, but they back though.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
We gotta chill. All right. All right, so we are going to get into it. You're going to be able to see Larry. I will pause it and everything, and everybody's going to be able to see. And you're going to have to tell us what game this is. What game do you think this is? This is only arcade cabinets. Ladies and gentlemen, only arcade cabinets. Okay, only arcade cabinets. So you're going to have to guess which game it is, okay?
All right, I'm ready.
All right, so let's get it on. Here we go.
Do. Let's get it on.
Okay, this right here, we're going to have to move it down here. Let me move you. Hold on real quick. We're going to have to move this down here.
No,
it's gone.
Once you get a producer, it's going to go a whole lot easier for you.
Yeah. Okay. No, you're gone.
I'm still here.
Okay, so now this is what we're going to do. We're going to move you over here.
I got like 3/4 of it, I see. Yeah, good Lord, that's all you're giving me? All right.
Hey. All right, so now this is one of the games. All right, hold on. This is one of the games. We're gonna put a little music for you in the back so you can feel a little, more relaxed for it. All right, so we're gonna get you in the mood. All right.
I'm dancing.
So, what game do you think this is?
I gotta say, the first game that comes to mind, I'm probably gonna be wrong, but I'm just gonna say it. Golden Axe.
Golden Axe?
I don't know why. I want to say Golden Axe.
All right, Golden Axe.
I'm gonna get all these wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Golden Axe. All right, Golden Axe. It's not Golden Axe. It is. You will see. We're gonna see what
wait for
game
it to
this
load
is,
in here.
ladies and gentlemen. We have the Ninja Turtles arcade.
Oh my god! Oh,
it is the water
wow.
in the bottom.
I forgot it was a purple color. Good pull, man. Oof.
Yes, Oof. It is the purple color.
Yes.
And that is Baxter. That was Baxter. Right
That's Baxter Stockman.
That's
yeah, man.
Baxter Stockton.
That game's coming out soon. The Cowabunga collection.
Yes, I can't wait. Remember, we talked about
it.
We
did.
And I can't wait. You guys gotta check that out. You guys gotta check out those episodes as well, man. All right. So the next one.
I'm embarrassed now. Okay.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It happens. All right. Here we go. That's the next image.
Okay, just waiting for it to kick in here.
That's the next image. Here we go.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I want to say it is an X-Men game. Oh boy. I want to say it's X-Men the arcade game. You know, the big 6-player one.
Is that your final answer?
Because I feel that almost looks like Magneto, but I know it's probably not. And I don't think it's Superman. That'd be a heck of a pull if it was Superman. All right, I'm going X-Men.
You going X-Men?
The 6-player,
yes,
2-screen.
You're going X-Men, though.
I'm going X-Men.
All right. Unfortunately, that is not it. You're 0 for 2 right now, Larry.
Story of my life.
You know what's so crazy about it, ladies and gentlemen, is that you were right.
Was it Superman?
You were right. It was Superman.
It was Superman. I should have known. Oh, man. Joey Ties. Look at that place. Good Lord.
Joey Ties.
Okay.
We got the next image. This one's really hard.
I've only played that arcade once.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, I love it.
Not bad. Oh,
it's literally one of the games I spent the most money on in my life.
Is that?
This is really hard. This one is kind of hard right here.
Why does that look like Pitfall? I mean, not Pit Fighter. I'm gonna say Pit Fighter.
Pit Fighter?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah, because the background, the people in the background, is what makes me feel like it's Pit Fighter.
All right, let's see. Let's see if you got that one. And ladies and gentlemen, yeah!
Is it Pit Fighter? I hate that game.
Yeah.
I can't believe I guessed it. I despise that game.
Oh yeah, that game was beyond hard. One of the most games one of the games I spent the most money on my life, Larry. Like this was it. It was so frustrating.
That's hysterical that the only game I got right was Pit Fighter. I got to tell my buddy of mine who loves Pit Fighter and he knows how much I hate it. He's going to love this.
Oh yeah. All right, so now we got the next one. You ready?
Why not?
All right, so
I'm on a roll now.
Yes, you're on the board. All right, here
this is not a shutout.
All right, here we go. Do you see that?
Not yet. I'm sure it's going to come shortly though. Oh, here we go. Selection.
All right, let's see.
That's weird. I feel that's almost like a Play Choice 10.
Ooh!
Like the main menu of a Nintendo Play Choice 10. I'm gonna go with Play Choice 10.
Play Choice 10. Let's see if he's
You have a terrible poker face.
Let's see if he's. I know, because that's what it is. Oh, wait. Yes, all right. So hold on, we got him. That one a little too crazy.
Oh, this one already popped up.
That one already popped up because we went a little too crazy. I was so excited. All right. So what do you think this one is?
That looks like it looks like Strider in the front and like Zangief in the back. I feel like it's Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Shush you. If it's a fighter, I mean, it could be Marvel versus Capcom. It could be X-Men versus Street Fighter. I'm gonna say Marvel versus Capcom 2 because that's like the fighter. You know what I mean?
Okay. So that's
my
the
final
final.
answer.
That's the final answer.
Final answer. Okay.
All right. The reason why is you mentioned it, but you mentioned the second one.
Oh, it was the first
And
one.
this is the first one.
Marvel versus Capcom.
Oh.
That's a tough one, though. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that was a tough one. But you got the one that I thought you weren't like. Cause I was very hard for me to. I would have never got that one. Like if
No, I would.
Cause,
I mean,
because you're not seeing you. This is the first time you've seen this list. You know what I mean? So for you to know that is ridiculous.
Yeah, that would have been maybe if I saw Mega Man, I probably would have thought it, but nevertheless.
All right.
Good game though. Good game. We used to play that all the time in college.
That game was that's like I said, one of the these are games that I spent the most money on. Like that's what this is.
And
like,
and
this
even
definitely is.
home console. I remember in college I didn't have Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for Dreamcast. That was a definitive one. Ridiculous. That was the 3-on-3, but I had it for PlayStation, which was 2-on-2, and we had tons of tournaments in the dorms.
I mean, I can imagine. Oh, in Adelphi.
Oh yeah, yep.
Hell yeah, hell yeah! I remember them days, man. It was cold up there.
I like the cold, so it worked for me.
It was great. All right, so let's get back. I'm having such a good time.
This is awesome.
All right,
I suck at this, but this is awesome.
The next one right here. What do you think this is?
Whoa!
Yes.
Oh my god! Almost looks like Sale of the Century. Wow. Well, I don't know why. Like at first, Mortal Kombat came to me, but I don't think it's a Mortal Kombat game. But the way that font is driving me nuts. Because Gauntlet.
Oh, you think it's Gauntlet?
I'm gonna say Gauntlet. I know it's not a fighter, but
all right. This one.
If it's Wheel of Fortune, I'm gonna be very upset. So we wait for it to load in. it just has it like the. Oh! Why do I feel
Time Killers?
What? Time
Killers.
Oh my god, that game was supposed to come out on PlayStation, then they axed it at the last second.
The worst Sega Genesis port
ever
for it, man.
Yes.
I was so angry.
Real quick before we move on to the next thing, there's a Kickstarter for a game, some new side-scrolling game, whatever, Kickstarter, and like they're selling. You can either get the game on Game Boy, on NES, on Super NES, or on Genesis. And it's a really cool looking side scroller game. I forgot what it's called already. But like I'm sitting here like trying to figure out which one to get. And as I scroll through, all of a sudden there's an option to buy all 4 copies. What? I'm like, I gotta back up. I can't.
Yeah, man. You're gonna go crazy. I'm getting all of them. You know what I mean? Like for real. That's how they get you, man.
Oh my god, they get me all the time like that.
Oh my god, man. Jesus Christ, man. The motherfuckers. Like that. All right, here we go. The next one.
Yes.
Here we got.
I think I never played Time Killers.
We got that ass.
Okay. Ooh. Wow, that could either. It's not. Well, no, because I see a ninja there. I was gonna say if it was Chiller, but there's a ninja there.
Chiller was one of my favorites. Man.
Chiller was weird. Yeah. It's either gonna be Ninja Gaiden, or I feel like a game called Renegade. That booty is just staring at me.
That ass.
I'm gonna say Renegade.
Renegade.
No. I'm taking it back. I'm going Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden. Because of the ninja. It looks like there's a ninja over there.
There's a ninja there. All right, so here we go. Let's see.
If it's Renegade, I'll be very upset.
Got it. And it's Ninja Gaiden.
It is Ninja Gaiden. Ooh.
Hell yeah!
The arcade game's so different than the NES version.
It's so good. I just
it's amazing.
Hate the hit detection.
I mean, it was terrible.
It was the worst. You miss one punch, you're dead. You know what I'm saying? Like if you and the guy's a pee, it's over for you. You miss one punch, you're done. The corner's gone.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I hated it. I hated that. But other than that, the game was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. On to the next.
What else? A lot of these games might be at the expo this weekend.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh, come on. This is a lot. This is a softball. One of the greatest arcade games of all time. Luckily, the only reason why I still have my PS3 is because I digital downloaded it when it was available.
Yes.
But I can't get it anymore. The Simpsons.
Yes, you're right. Now that one, you see, I gotta at least say right off the bat, I can't say that you can't. Like this is automatically, you already know. It is legendary.
Just the way it looks.
It's so good.
Yep.
It's very distinct look. Distinct look.
Oh my God, Road Rash?
Yeah.
No.
Ooh, let's see.
Road Rash, yeah, Road Rash, I think.
You're going with Road Rash.
Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna go only because of the way she's in a bikini and he looks like a deep South redneck. So I'm gonna say Road Rash.
You're going with Road Rash.
I'm gonna say Road Rash. I'm trying to think arcades. I don't think it was any of the Cruisin' USA's or anything. So just Road Rash. Done. Oh. Let's see.
It is Cruisin' USA.
Is it Cruisin' USA? Gosh, darn it!
USA. Oh man,
Cruisin' USA.
Cruise.
Oh, I know this one. Ninja Turtles.
Right.
Cruisin' USA was the first N64 game I bought, and I bought it before I got the system.
What?
Yeah, the system was like totally sold out, and but the game wasn't. So I'm like, all right, let me buy Cruisin' USA while I'm here.
Yeah, I think I did that with WCW. I think I did that with WCW, NWO, or World Tour. I think it was World Tour. I did because that was the most game. I mean, when I saw the commercials for that, it was ridiculous.
That game was hot until
that was it.
Revenge.
Yes. Oof. Yeah, when Goldberg came out, they had DDP and everyone in there. It was sick.
We had the Goldberg rule, me and my friends, because we did not like Goldberg. So as soon as Goldberg hit the ring during a battle royal, we immediately teamed up and got him out.
Oh my God!
Didn't even wait.
You didn't even let him breathe.
Not at all.
Oh man,
he's a Stone Cold ripoff.
Hell yeah! I mean, yeah, it definitely was a Stone Cold ripoff. You know that.
Yep.
That's right. But But how'd you like it, man?
I loved it.
That was the end of the list right there.
Nah, that was awesome.
Did you like it? It was nice. Did you like it?
I loved it.
All right.
Absolutely loved it.
All right. So now what we're going to do, we're going to cut back into commercials, a little something. I'm going to show them the promo that I did for the Retro Gamers. Then we're going to talk about where we're going to be at on Saturday and any announcements that you have. Like I said, we are live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. If you have any questions, call in 347-943-0466. Hit me up on the chat. I'm talking to Brian and Iad. They're right here. They're talking.
Oh, hey. What's going on, Brian?
The chats and everything. And we are here. All right. So we'll be right back. And we're going to get into all that. Give me hell good.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man, pass me the cannoli over there that Tito bought me, all right? Not the other one, not the Gabagool. I don't want that. Retro Gaming Podcast, July 25th. Vinny from Vinny's going to be over there. We're going to talk about relationships. Get it? You beat the game? That's what I'm talking about over here. I beat it like I beat your mom's proteins. We're going to talk about Nintendo. Up, down, left, right, BA start. That's right, 30 lives. How many lives do you have? Let's find out. Come on, Paul, let's go. I'm going to take you and Tony to... Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Mom, I'm sorry. I love you, yes. I'll be there to check, right? July 25th, Retro Gaming Podcast, Vinny from Vintage. Right, so be there, be square, it's on Zoom. Alright, we're gonna talk about Flexo Production. That's my guy. Alright, little production here, little things over there. It's the only thing I play is GTA, baby, I'm telling you. Listen, don't make me get the rocket launcher with the cheats. It reminds me of something me and Paulie did the other day. Here we got Nintendo. We got a little bit of Sega Genesis. We got a little bit of Super Nintendo. It's Retro Gaming Goddamn Podcast. July 25th on Zoom. Alright? We're gonna get into the nitty gritty, baby. Retro Gaming Podcast. All right, guys. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. It was an amazing time. We're here with Larry from the the one and only the Retro Gamers Podcast. If you're just tuning in, so we have some. I mean, you definitely have a huge announcement. I'm just going to show love, right? Which is this Saturday we will be at the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, and it's back finally, man. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so much fun, and I know you got a lot of things going on there, so let them know what you got going on, Larry.
Yeah, so basically, August 12th to the 14th at the Cradle of Aviation Museum in Nassau County, right across from the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, or NYCB Live, whatever it's called now. Across also from Nassau Community College. Again, the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, August 12th to the 14th. Get your tickets now at liretro.com. Over 100, maybe 150 games to play. I mean, they're there free to play. We're talking arcade games. We're talking console games. Multiple tournaments that are going on during the weekend. The Retro Gamers are sponsoring the Tetris tournament. So, get in on that.
What?
Oh, yeah, man. And we're going to be there. We're going to be promoting ourselves. I'm going to have some game systems with me. I'll have some games there. So, if you want to come by, maybe play a little one-on-one action on a game or something, or if you bought a game during the expo and you want to try it out right away, maybe see if it works, stop on by the booth, and I'll be more than happy to see you, more than happy to talk to you. And keep your eyes peeled on the Retro Gamers Podcast for Facebook, for YouTube, for Instagram, because at some point throughout the weekend, I'll be there broadcasting live every now and again. I'll be jumping in somewhere. You may not know where, but keep an eye out on all of them. And we're going to record a podcast. Next week's episode will be the expo. So it's going to be a great time, and it's just so much fun. So, bring the kids. Have a blast, and it's going to be a good time overall.
Oh, man, I cannot wait, man.
Yeah,
I cannot wait, Larry. Listen.
Like you said, it's been, 3 years? We were supposed to do this in 2020.
I know.
But something happened.
I know.
So.
And now keep things, I don't want to get into. Okay, but it's crazy. It's crazy. But yes. Last time I went to the Retro Gamers Expo, I entered the NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
It did.
For Super Nintendo. Got second place. All right. Had to buy the game. I saw the game. I was like, I need to practice, So I've been in the game here and there. I just wish it was, if it was the year after, I would have definitely been more prepared. But I'm in there. And I'm so excited to see Oregon Trail with the big floppy disk. I'm gonna cry, man. I'm gonna cry.
They do. They have like a little historic section. Like these systems again, Commodore 64, like a VIC-20 maybe. I don't know if these are going to be there, but in the past they've had a lot of these old computers from Japan, like the Sharp 68,000. Oh my God. Which was the unofficial. The unofficial system of the Retro Gamers Podcast for the longest time. You'll see some oddities, like some weird games there. Like there was, I don't know if you remember the Panasonic Q.
Yes.
Which was a hybrid GameCube. Yep, and DVD player. Again, I don't know if he's going to be there this year, but in years past,
I hope they have the. I hope they have the thing. I've always wanted to see it with my own eyes. The thing that came under the the N64.
Oh, the disc drive, the 64 DD disc drive.
The DD.
It might be there. We'll see.
Oh, I will go crazy.
We'll see. And what's cool is also, you go through. There'll be some pinball machines probably. Again, they got the arcades, and then if they do it again, I'm not running it, so I don't know if it's gonna be like it. But in years past, they had a section in the museum that was dedicated to like the Japanese arcade games. And if you ever seen a Japanese arcade game, it's very different than the ones here.
No, extremely.
They'll have like 5 or 6 of the same game just lined up in a row, and it's this white cabinet. It's very distinctive.
And
like when you see
down. Like you said, you have to like kind of sit down, right?
Exactly. You sit down and you take your time with it. But again, there'll be like 8 like 1943s or like like 10 Street Fighter 2s, but they're not linked to each other. It's just so people can play. When Anthony was over in Japan, Anthony used to fly over to Japan multiple times.
That's a dream. That's in the bucket list, man.
My bucket list. I want to go to Wrestle Kingdom one year. New Japan Wrestle Kingdom, January 4th. At some point, I'm going to go. But he said he went to one of these arcades, and he said it's just so, culturally different. I don't mean that in a bad way. You go in and it's just. It's different. It feels different. Whereas here, you get people like fighting over arcades and putting the quarters in and stuff like that. It's crazy.
All I know is I'm definitely doing the X-rated games. As soon as I get to Japan, give me the exclusives.
They got some weird ones over there. We've talked about it on the podcast.
I don't care about nothing else. I want to grab the asses.
It was.
Okay? The little punchy, whatever.
There was one.
We're doing all of those first.
There was an arcade, true, that there was a butt right there. There might have been a hole in the middle of the butt, and you either slap it or you poke it, and that was part of the game. I didn't make it up.
I'm all in there.
I don't think those are going to be at the expo.
I'm all in there.
And then there's going to be vendors at the expo, so you'll be able to buy stuff, old games, new games. It's just a great time. And the Cradle of Aviation is just a great museum as well, which you'll be able to walk around and check it out. So, again, this weekend, August 12th to the 14th, get your tickets, liretro.com.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. And Larry, before we, before we end this and everything, I just want to say, do you have any games that you're looking forward to, like over there in the expo? So I had to ask that question. You know that.
Totally. Nothing really old, because lately I've been focusing more on like buying. There's a lot of, I won't even call them independent publishers anymore, because there's so many now companies that are making new games for old systems. Today I just got a brand new Game Boy game called Gelatinous. It's a brand new game for Game Boy. So people are just, there's companies now making brand new games. So I'm probably more focused on there's a company, I want to say they're VGNY, Video Game New York, and they sell new Dreamcast games. And I'm talking titles that have been printed and made in the last couple of years, not just, we have a copy of Sonic Advance, Sonic, still in shrink wrapped. No, brand new games.
What?
And
so they design it like they're making it from scratch.
Yeah, just brand spanking new games. So, and be careful with the Dreamcast. You got to be careful, because early model Dreamcast won't play these new games.
Oh,
got to be careful.
So you got to get the certain model.
I forgot what year it's after, but nevertheless, I'm focused on Dreamcast. If I see a Saturn game, because I got my Sega Saturn, I might pick up that. But I'm gonna be focused on Dreamcast this year.
I'm definitely going after the game that I've been waiting for many years. I hope they don't go crazy with the price, though. Like they're gonna. That's
always the problem. That's anywhere you go. You go to a flea market.
They go crazy though.
They do.
They're like $400 for this game. Like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not doing it. Like we gotta go $80, $100. But I'm definitely looking for. I shouldn't even be saying this, because if somebody sees this, they get it. And they probably don't look at it. You know what I'm saying? We might fight. We might fight. Something might go down if you buy it before me and throw it in my face. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-oh.
That's all I'm saying. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But it's Fight for New York, Def Jam.
Def Jam. What system?
Def Jam Fight for New York, man. That's a game that I owned like 5 times. You know what I mean? And
I've done that totally.
You know, like why did I give it away? And it's a game that I must have. It will never leave my dungeon. You know,
is that like your holy grail, if you will?
Huh?
Is it like your holy grail of video?
Yes, it's definitely one of the ones that is definitely in the collectors, because especially Vendetta, because Vendetta DMX, that's the only game DMX was ever in.
Okay.
So like that, like for me to have that, I want to get the 50 Cent game. Like, you know, I want to get the whole 50 Cent
I know what you're talking about. That was
just to have
game.
them, have them though. You know, just to be like, no, I got 50's game. What? He made a video. You know, we gotta give a 50 Cent credit. He is literally the only rapper. All right, you know, I'm not talking about Rap Jam.
Yeah.
You know, like the basketball games, but he's literally the only rapper that really had a serious AAA release.
Didn't he own a gaming company?
Huh?
I thought he owned a gaming company at one point.
I think that's what I'm saying. But he pulled out 2 games.
Yeah.
Like AAA on Xbox, on PS2. That's the only rapper that's ever done that. So
I think so.
I gotta give 50 his you know.
Absolutely.
It's not Soulja Boy, because you heard about the Soulja Boy shit. You heard about we're not talking about that.
System, please.
We're talking about real legit official shit, okay? Not something you're gonna just slap your name on. All right, let's keep it 100.
Let me ask you a question. With Def Jam, what system are you looking for?
PS2.
PS2. Okay.
It doesn't matter. Or Xbox. It doesn't matter. But I would prefer the PS2 because that's where I played it originally.
Fair enough.
That's how I grow, you know, to play it. You know, so this, like I said, let them know again. This Saturday, Retro Long Island Retro Gaming's Expo. Retro Gamers Podcast will be there.
Absolutely.
Go check them out. Like I said, go follow them, man. If you haven't followed them, if you love video games, if you love wrestling, go check out Retro Gamers Podcast and also Ring Crew Podcast. All right?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Oh, I love it.
You know, and also, hold on, I gotta show, I gotta show you this. Larry, you know we gotta do this before we leave. You know I gotta do. You know I gotta do this before. You know I gotta do this before we leave. You know that. We miss you. We miss you. You know, and also if you want any of the T-shirts, you go check out myself and also Crooked World Order. Go check him out. Then you also check out my NFT collection at voice.com. Sradus' description is down there below. Make sure to subscribe to the Retro Gamers Podcast. Make sure to subscribe to Ring Crew Podcast. Make sure to subscribe to Comedy Goddamn Confessions. Okay? And that's the bottom line. But make sure you turn on the goddamn notification or I'll whoop your ass. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for goddamn watching. And Larry, you want to say it with me? You want to know a little Spanish? Oh, you don't know if you can do it in Spanish. Y ese la línea para abajo, porque Stone Cold.